Hello, Happy New Year. It's time for Flashback, the weekly history quiz. I suppose I missed the day on which this was released, New Year's Eve, but it's New Year's Day, so almost there. Let's start and find out what's happened in history. All right, okay, I figured it would be New Year's themed, at least to start. 1907, as midnight approaches, an illuminated ball first descends in Times Square. 1907, wow. All right, what else do we have? Egyptians craft the first known iron artifacts. Beads made from meteorites, the metal of heaven. Amazing. Well, that's obviously considerably earlier. That'll be thousands of years BCE, yes, 3200. Now we have Dr. Gao Yaoji sees her first AIDS patient in rural China. Her work would eventually expose an epidemic there. Right, okay, well, that'll probably be what, the 80s? Oh, no, 1996, wow, okay. Right, later than I expected. The prison at Alcatraz is shut down because of high costs. A sign of its disrepair, the inmates had burrowed out of their cells the year before. So this is the prison off the coast of San Francisco. Well, and I've actually been there. I've been to Alcatraz at least once, I think maybe twice in total. When do I think that was shut down? I don't know, 80s or something maybe? No, much earlier, 1963. How did I not know that? Well, there we go. All right, Dutch settlers in New Amsterdam fearing an invasion. Dutch settlers in New Amsterdam fearing an invasion order a wall built. The adjacent street later becomes Wall Street. That is an absolutely delightful fact. Well, I mean, other than the bit about the reasoning, the wall. I mean, that's just an absolutely great piece of etymology. Anyway, that'll be what, the 17th century? Yeah, 17th century. Great. New Amsterdam, obviously being New York. McDonald's introduces its milkshake-loving, extremely purple blob of a mascot, initially called Evil Grimace. All right, now this is the first real challenge, I think. Do I think that's before or after 1963? Probably after? Yeah, 1971, okay. That was kind of an arbitrary guess, to be honest. Alan Turing shows an algorithm, Turochamp, can compete in chess against a human. The human, his friend Alec Glennie, wins easily. Of course, we know what went on to happen with chess algorithms, but that'll be, I presume, in the, 50s? Yeah, 1952. Yeah. Great. All right. Lucy Stone, an abolitionist, keeps her last name after marrying. Women following her example become known as Lucy Stoners. Okay, that's a new one on me. I'm going to guess the abolitionists, so probably the 1850s, 1860s, 1855. Yeah. All right, and here we have the first Rose Bowl, though it's called something else, is played on New Year's Day. The game ends early with Stanford trailing 49-0. Wow, yikes. Okay, well, I guess actually, to be honest with you, maybe that's not an outrageous number. I know that the scores go higher in that sport than in most. Okay, so I guess not compared to, say, basketball. I don't know. Anyway, do I think it's before or after 1907? That's the thing I don't know. Probably after, but maybe not far after. No! Oh, that was definitely the one about which I was least confident. But yeah, took a guess, got it wrong. And how did I do? Well, I was in the category most people. Wow, look at that. This is an unusually rare, perfect score for people this week. Only 8% of people got them all right. It's usually, in the 20s, 30s? Wow, interesting. So what did people mainly get wrong? Just about everybody, of course, obviously, got the Egyptian beads correct. Same with New Amsterdam. The vast majority of people got the abolitionist bit correct. Only 16% of people placed the Rose Bowl correctly. Wow, that's actually surprising to me. I wonder when most people thought it was going to be. Because for me, it was essentially a coin flip before or after 1907. That's interesting. What else? A quarter of people misplaced Alan Turing. That's interesting. Just about everybody got Alcatraz right. A quarter of people misplaced Grimace. I suppose that's fair enough. I mean, why would anyone know that fact? And yeah, just about everybody placed Dr. Gao properly. Oh, she died in December, I see. So this is in her honor. Spent her last decade in New York. Interesting. All right. Well, there we go. So that's funny. The only one of these that feels like a big outlier in terms of improper placement is Rose Bowl. So that'll be the primary reason the overall correctness stats are skewed this week. It really does correspond almost, I think, almost entirely to the Rose Bowl. Otherwise, these feel pretty normal in terms of how many of them were roughly placed correctly by, a particular number of people. Anyway, there we go. That was the week in Flashback. Starting off with an imperfect week in the new year, but I suppose that means I've got room for improvement in 2024. So happy New Year, and I'll be back next week with more of this. Bye for now.